And we're here. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to the show. We're here. Whether you like it or not, I think. I don't know. We are short a Dan tonight because he hates us. He does. He sent me a text. He's like, Chuck, next time I see you, I'm going to stab you in the neck. And I'm like, we always know it would come to this. So
He left the burning bag of poo on your doorstep too. Let's not forget that.
is that who did
But
that?
but he did specify that it'd be with a barbecue fork, so maybe he's just hungry.
It could be. Could be. We just need to order
Hangry.
him some cheeseburgers.
A little hangry.
Yeah. And then we're all squared away. It'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's do our quick introductions and then we'll get into this. Jeff, who you playing?
Hey, I'm Liv. What do you want?
Hi.
Hi. Liv, sister to Connor, whatever.
Okay.
Every time? We're going to do this every time.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, nice. John, I want to point something out that I noticed earlier when I was first joining the Foundry table. Did you pick the name Connor on purpose because Jeff's playing Liv? Clear inspiration from Sarah Connor.
Oh, no.
Happy coincidence.
Honestly,
Connor.
when I was making it this character, the idea of Connor McLeod,
Okay.
the UFC fighter, for some reason was in my head. And I was like, yeah, Connor works. It's a good sounding fighter name. So yeah, good name for a brawler.
Okay. Well, I mean, now that those ideas are in my head, I'm gonna have to crack open my Terminator books and find a way to
Okay.
squeeze some of that in.
Oh, Chuck, please stop twisting my arm. Oh,
That's
all
fantastic.
right.
Anyway, did you introduce your character?
I'm Connor. I'm Liv's brother, older brother. I like a good fight, and I fix things. Like to do art sometimes. Whatever. Well, neither of us like the corpse.
That's fair. That's fair. And yeah, no Dan tonight, so we're gonna skip right on over to Bert.
Hey, I'm Dean, the pilot, driver, but can you really be the driver when you got no vehicle? I don't know. Just go on.
It's rough. Yeah. And Jeremy.
I just want to point out really quick. I'm sorry, Roy. I just want to point out really quick that Dean's obsession, okay, with a car, a vehicle like over 160 years old is like what would happen if people in like, I don't know, hypothetically, the early 21st century were like really obsessed with a fucking horse and buggy. Okay. So just like, the technology has advanced. I'm just saying, God, like, where are you even getting gasoline for this thing, for crying out loud?
I make it in the kitchen, ethylene, ethanol. You haven't been drinking it, have you?
I don't drink that shit. No.
We literally came from a planet where they refined petroleum because they had lots of it.
I was presuming he
I feel
installed
like you
Mr.
guys
Fusion.
have no idea
It would mess up the lines.
what the corpse
No, Mr.
actually do, and the tech that they actually do in this century. But that's fine. Live in the past. Go ahead.
That's fair. Jeremy, we'll let you continue.
Well, I think Liv's got a real good point. I'm Roy Fowler. Used to be a marshal. I'm a living relic of the past, but glad to see a prominent and impressive future on the horizon. I think that's enough.
Very good.
I kept it short.
You did? Yeah, we picked back up. You all picked up the coordinates for Tortuga. It's shady pirate station. As I mentioned in the description, wherever I put it out, we're heading back fuck, I'm skipping it. Those words just aren't working. No.
Hey,
Anyway,
Chuck, can we reset our stress back to 0?
yeah, you can reset your stress
Okay.
back to 0. That's fine. Yeah, following the coordinates, heading there. And sure enough, you start getting readings, lots of other ships coming and going. You see it come up through the window, this giant hollowed out, planetoid, small moon, something like that. Yeah, you're pulling up. As soon as you start getting closer, all of a sudden, every possible display starts throwing up all sorts of advertisements. Stop by here, stop by there. Audio ads are going.
Hey, that one said tacos. Hold on.
It did. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, we still got all the old characters there. Get rid of them. And yeah, in that message, you do get 3 separate notifications from docking authorities on docking fees and where to dock. And I'll let you all handle that.
Yeah, what do the fees look like?
So yeah, looking at them, you got 3 different notifications from the Tortuga Docking Authority, each pointing you at a different part of the station. One's for 50 credits, one's for 100 credits, and the other one's for 500 credits.
What's the differences?
Other than the price, the messages are all just about identical. The price and the coordinates slightly different, though. Well, prices are very different. Coordinates are different.
Well, obviously, the 500 credit one's going to have some extras that they just can't advertise. What's our budget looking like?
You all got some cash from Cole, and then those people that you're handling this crate for, I think they gave you, was it 2K last time?
Mm-hmm.
So you all got some cheddar on you.
I feel like if you jump straight away at the big one, you're just going to ask for trouble, people trying to nickel and dime you for more. Maybe if you go with the cheap one, people think you're desperate, treat you bad. I'd say go middle of the road.
Yeah, see, but that's what they expect you to take because, of the 2 extremes, everyone's going to choose the middle. I say go high dollar. Maybe if you pay it all up front, they just leave you the hell alone and that's it.
Yeah, that usually works with pirates.
Do you want to respond to the high dollar one?
Liv, what do you think?
I don't. Oh my God, it's a fucking parking space. Why do you guys get distracted by this shit so much? Oh my God.
Liv doesn't care what we do.
I respond to the high dollar one.
Sure, yeah.
I'm intrigued.
You respond to the high dollar one. They welcome to Tortuga, this generic canned message, going off on different sites and sites are a thing, different bars and gambling establishments and, different things you can expect on the station. And then it gives you the prompt, transfer your 500 credits now, and we will send you the specific docking coordinates and information.
Does it give any idea of what you're getting for 500 credits now that it's more specific?
No, really the most concrete things is it's giving you a location to park the ship and asking for money.
How long is the queue?
The queue, there's no mention of a queue on this. Like in the coordinates, it's head to this location now.
I'm just thinking most people are going to choose the cheapest thing or the middle thing, fearing the high dollar thing. I hit the send buttons.
All right. You send 500 credits. They beam you over the exact coordinates. You're the pilot, so you're able to skirt on over there, no problem. Kind of, you can see the main kind of port, all these ships coming and going. It's got you going around towards like the back of the planetoid, kind of heading down towards the bottom. And you see this large opening in the back thing. Looks a little rough, very dark, no actual lighting here, but it's guiding you directly into this opening on the back of Tortuga.
So for the extra money, we get to use the back entrance, is what you're saying, Chuck.
Looks like it, yeah. Okay,
just so we're clear.
Not ominous.
You take it in. This opening eventually turns into this, circular, essentially like tunnel cutting in through the underside of Tortuga. You follow it in, you come up to the first dock, or the first, port, first bulkhead. You come up, a few moments later, kind of some lights click on, flickering in this tunnel. You see the doors closing behind you and the doors in front of you opening up. And as those lights kind of kick on, you can see that there's just debris floating everywhere, littering the bottom of the tunnel pretty heavily. And you see a small, rickety landing pad kind of off to the side of this tunnel.
Okay.
High end.
Yeah. Oh, dogs are barking. They're fine.
Maybe they just don't inspect the cargo as much here. You're paying the graph up front,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm just can I run some sensors
Sure,
or
what do you-
something?
Yeah, what are you censoring? Go ahead and roll me your contact.
Just the area around us, I guess, trying to get like an idea if there's any kind of ambush being set up on us right
Yeah,
now.
give me your contact. Pulling good. So you kick on the sensors, you start taking your screenings. The first thing you're to come back with is there is atmosphere here, kind of low pressured, a little thin on the oxygen. Lots of not necessarily harmful gases, but lots of excess methane, things like that floating around in the air. No signs of any other ships. No signs of any people. Until with that final success, you can see further down the tunnel. Your sensors pick up a large moving mass kind of heading down the tunnel, coming in your direction.
Dean,
Sensors aren't giving anything specific, but you could probably get visual on it looking through a window.
Mm-hmm. Dean, we've got we got something incoming, big coming towards us.
Well, I haven't
At
turned the
speed.
burners off yet. I'll just be prepared here to lift up. What's it look like?
So looking out,
Not a Windex.
it is this huge onrush, this flood of first a little hard to make out. Yeah, that's just refuse. They have guided you into Tortuga's waste removal system. But the landing pad, watching
Well
this
played.
go by, the landing pad is high enough. It's off to the side. It just harmlessly like skates underneath of you all. You can see it slam up against that first bulkhead. That door opens. It all slides down a little further. The bulkhead closes, and then it's gone.
Well, that explains the atmospheric situation outside.
But it is very private, very cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, except the ship might get washed away at some point.
Take a look at the landing pad. I don't think it reaches as high.
Yeah, you kind of visual on it. Yeah, certainly looks like it. You can kind of see the essentially think the water line in this huge tunnel. And you've probably got good 50 feet to clear.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All in favor of going back out, paying 50 credits, and getting something a bit more reasonable?
I don't know. Hold on a second. Check out the landing pad. Is there like anything here? Like any information, little kiosk, anything at all?
So from within the ship, you're not seeing anything.
No, I'll get out, take a look.
Yeah, you get out. It stinks to high heaven. Spray painted on the ground is the word entrance with an arrow pointed to an old freight elevator. Kind of off to the side of the pad.
Okay. Just check it out real quick. Does it look like it's operable?
Oh yeah, you go up, you hit the button. Takes a couple of minutes. And eventually it kind of like there's a little ding, the light goes on above it. The doors kind of do that real jerky kind of open, they stop, close a little bit, and then finish opening all the way.
It's vintage. I like it.
All right, let's just go. We made our bed. Let's lay in it.
Yeah. You all
God
offload.
damn it, Dean.
That's fine.
Yeah. Load up the stuff.
Yeah.
Put my suit on.
But yeah, you lock the ship, yeah.
No, when you go all in, sometimes you just got to double down. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. But you all pile onto this freight elevator. The ride is as rough as those doors were on opening. It kind of jerks, strange creaking noises here and there. But eventually it opens up into a warehouse, the back of this huge warehouse. And doesn't appear to be anyone in here as this door opens up. You can see a few crates here and there. It's dark, just minimal lighting. Looks like it hasn't been cleaned in ages. But across the far side of the warehouse, you do see that there is a door open. And outside of that door, it's one of those big like garage bay doors. Outside of that door is the brighter lights. You can see some flashing bits of think like neon lights. And the sounds of a city.
Yes. All the deluxe accommodations of nothing.
Hey, it's private. Haven't seen a single person. Not bad.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where do we go now?
Gracey.
Yep, we find
Right.
that nice lady Gracey, and
And you find her where?
I don't know. Just ask somebody. I'm sure they'll know her. It's a pirate place. I feel like if you live here, people kind of know the important folk.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I know it's kind of a stereotype, but you can always ask a barkeep at one of these places.
Exactly. People know each other. Why is everything rocket science? Why is finding a parking space rocket science? Why is finding a person who is apparently going to deal in smuggled goods on a pirate station rocket science? Why does it take so long?
Well, technically, having to land
I walk
on the
away from
pad
him
is
before he
rocket
even gets
science.
3
It's
sentences
rocket
in.
science.
You don't even understand how your ship works. You're like the freaking thrusters are still on. We're driving a giant tow truck. It doesn't move that fast. Oh my god! I walk away.
Yeah. Leaving, making
Hey,
your
if she
way.
gets lost, I'm not claiming her.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Yeah, as you all eventually make your way out of this bay door on this warehouse. Yeah, it opens up into a, what you would expect for a very large city built on the inside of a small moon. You can see all these towering pillars, different tiers built along the walls going up. You can see cable cars connected between different points heading back and forth. Where you're at initially, you see a few small businesses here and there with those really kind of gaudy lights. A couple people walking around. It's definitely a little more dilapidated than some of the other locations that you can easily see just kind of exiting out into this area. But right away, because you're maybe like, think of the interior of a ball, maybe like halfway up. Looking down and across, you can see this really brightly colored section with all these giant holographic floating signs pointing out, different kinds of establishments, like, little map markers or something like, come here, best drinks on Tortuga, best gambling, hotels, clubs, everything you could look for, like sell your excess, whatever material here. You can see where the cable car kind of connects. You could easily hop on that and make your way down there. But standing, looking down a little ways at this little cable car station, you can see a working Joe synth. It's kind of standing there, patiently waiting. Kind of looks like, an attendant of some form. What do y'all do?
Are there? So you said there's like a sign saying where they're, different locations?
This is looking across the entire thing.
Okay.
So they've got these massive, like, holographic billboards that essentially these billboards point exactly where you would want to go for that. And it's across on the other side of the interior of this rock. But you
Well,
can see a cable car station, which would probably get you there.
Roy, you said something about hitting up a bar.
Mayhaps, or hell, if this lady's well known, I might just ask the working Joe there.
Yeah, if you want.
Why not? Hey, Joe, what do you know?
I know many things.
Do you know Gracey?
Of course.
We'd sure like to meet her, and if you could point out the way to get to her, we'd be obliged.
I would certainly be happy to direct you to her scheduling office. If you would
Well, that's a
please
start.
pay the minimal fee to enter the cart, I will gladly escort you to the neighborhood where her scheduling office is.
I don't think we're looking for a scheduling office, do y'all?
If you wish to meet with Gracey, you must schedule it through the scheduling office.
Well, screw it. It's at least a confirmed lead.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Sure. He does want you each to pay. Gives the price as minimum $5.
Problem.
We paid $500 to walk through shit. I think this is a fair trade.
I pay for libs.
Okay. You all get on board. He comes into a little terminal, punches in some coordinates, and this cable car just starts zipping along all these lines. It hits a few junctions and shifts here and there. Kind of a unsettling ride. It's very fast. The car's kind of like swinging on this cable. And eventually it lands you in a very much kind of business district. You can see some very plain looking beige buildings. And he gives you a little address. He's like, here's where you go to reach the scheduling office. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. You have a great day now.
Holds out his hand. Like
I shake
waiting
his
for a
hand.
tip. Yeah, you reach around and he looks at it. Very well. And he returns to his car.
Did that working Joe just ask you for a tip?
I'm not entirely sure. I was a bit confused.
Huh.
I thought maybe he must have had some sort of courtesy program on or something. And for a brief moment, I was worried I hurt his feelings. And then that leads to a whole bunch of other questions that I'm sure Liv's just going to roll her eyes at and just keep walking.
I guess I should apologize to everyone. I'm very sorry that I'm the only one who seems to remember we're part of a freaking resistance and we have things that we're trying to do and there's corporations that we're trying to top. That's fine. Let's continue with our small talk. It took us 3 days to freaking find a parking space, but hey, whatever. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's my fault. It's my fault. Fine.
Glad you're here, Liv.
Yeah. If you follow the address, it will eventually take you to a building that's marked on the exterior as the Tortuga Administrative Offices. Very bureaucratic, kind of, city hall looking building. You walk inside. There's a directory on the wall. Points out all the different kinds of offices that are in here. You do see that there is the listed very plainly as Gracey meeting scheduling. Also, kind of looking down there, you see buying and selling permits, an office for that. You see a Sigson corporate liaison office, Wayland Utani corporate liaison office. You also see, other sorts of licensing, cargo insurance, salvage claims, pretty much any kind of government oversight a pirate space station could want. You can kind of pick up here. But you do find the room number for Gracey's scheduling office.
A lot more bureaucracy than I expected for a pirate planet, but I think this is probably how they filter out the people that aren't pirates, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go schedule a meeting to talk to her about banana phone.
Yeah.
That's fair. Are you all still, because Dean, you said you had the crate on your little forklift there. Still dragging that behind you?
Yes. Why not?
Sure.
I know if it's really big, I can just wait out here and just.
It's large.
I really wish
not
I still had a pack of smokes on me.
Yeah.
I'll just wait.
Okay.
Dean puts his sunglasses on and just sits on top of the crate.
Yeah. So, you all head in to the scheduling office, except for Dean. You can see the scheduling office. It is a very basic, empty room. There's a few chairs against the wall for people who are waiting. There is a single desk with absolutely nothing on it, with a working Joe sitting behind it. But on the wall behind the working Joe is this huge portrait, this giant painting of who you as players know as Gracey, but this would be your first time your characters have encountered Gracey, this elderly looking woman. Let me get it up on stream. Oh. Yeah. This huge portrait of her behind the desk where this working Joe is sitting. Greetings. Hello.
Hello.
Would you wish to schedule a meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is the nature of the meeting?
We have drugs to give her because we want to figure out where a pirate captain is.
You have drugs to give Gracey to find out where a pirate captain is.
Yep.
Very
They're going
well.
to say a bunch of other things. I just saved us like an hour and a half. So let's just get on with it. All right.
What is the quantity of drugs?
What's the quantity, Connor? What is a pallet crate? I don't know. Like a lot?
I believe the official term is fuck ton.
Yeah.
Fuck ton. There we go. Thank
you
Roy.
mentioned a pallet.
Yes.
Yeah, I think a pallet
Right up there.
qualifies as fuck ton.
Very well. Gracie, we'll see you now. Please proceed
See?
Good job, Lynn.
to this address. And please make sure you wipe your shoes before entering.
Sure.
And
That's fair.
Lunatic doesn't do that. Oh, that's right, Dean.
Dean.
We should, yeah.
All right. So, Dean, as you are waiting outside with your pallet of drugs, this kind of old, crunchy looking dude kind of comes up to you Like, hey, kind of down on my luck a little bit. Think you could, you know, spare me a few credits?
That depends. You gonna sell me some cigarettes?
Shit, yeah. And he
Then I can spare you some credits.
pulls out a half full, kind of, partially crushed pack of smokes.
Dean's just like, oh yeah. He pays like 3 times. They're going great for him. Give me them.
This is fantastic. Absolutely great. So what are you doing here on Tortuga? You're new.
Yeah. Trying to see Gracey.
Oh,
some
yeah,
crap
I
to
know
sell.
Gracey.
Yeah.
Her and I go way back. We're good friends. She's,
Amazing.
what's that?
Amazing. Because, I just figured everybody knew Gracey here.
Well, I mean,
She's
pretty
like,
much everyone does. I
Yeah.
mean, she's in charge,
Yeah.
but like, I know Gracie. Her and my boy are good friends. So, of course, the problem is he doesn't quite know that I'm his dad. But still, hey,
I can relate to that.
yeah. Any chance you would be interested in buying a duffel bag of pills?
Kind of pills. How big's
Assorted.
the duffel bag?
He's got a duffel bag on his shoulder, and he just kind of like drops it on the ground and unzips it, and it's just a Skittles bowl of assorted pills.
Oh, you got the party bunch, I see.
Yeah. I'm needing to.
My bud Phil would love this.
Oh, that's listen, I got to get rid of it. I'm not allowed to sell these on my directly. I'm not allowed to sell these. Technically, I'm not allowed to have these anymore.
There's laws on a pirate station, is there?
Only if you piss off Gracey enough.
Ah, yeah, that tracks. So, how much you want?
Let's see. They aren't doing me much good here. Grand.
$1,000. Whole grand. What do we get, Chuck? $2,000 total or $2,000 a piece?
You got $2,000 total at the start and $2,000 total when it's done.
Okay, so what skill would allow me to know how valuable these drugs are? Now, keep in mind, Dean has a lot of recreational drugs that I started the game with that I purchased. I think he's got at least a passing understanding.
I think that's fair. We'll go with an observation test. I'll tell you what, you've got a passing understanding. Take another 2 dice on this.
All right, let me roll 2 more d6. So I got 1 success and two successes.
So, kind of looking at it without getting a lot closer to really inspect it, you can see some things that are, you could probably move, and you can see some things that are, picked up off the shelf at a pharmacy that no one would really want. Maybe if you manage to move everything, maybe you'd make your money back.
Hey, look, some of this is good over here. The fungal creams, those are kind of not party drugs, man. I can see the use. I'll grant you, I can see the use.
Yeah.
But I can't make a profit on this at $1,000. 500.
500?
500.
Deal. He zips the bag up, kind of pushes it towards you on the ground, and holds his hand out for that credit transfer. And he's like, thanks, buddy. Hey, you have a great day. And he just
Look at some of the
runs
purple
off.
pills. Oh, I will.
Yeah. And away he goes, skipping into the darkness. Now,
Oh,
Dina,
look, there's some antipsychotics in here too. I'll give
as
those to
you
Liz.
kind of start getting down to investigate this, what you thought was a duffel bag full only goes down like an inch or so, as you see that there's like a flat like filler layer, like just a roll of laundry that someone has like glued assorted pills to make it look full. So you got maybe like a quarter of what you were hoping for,
Yeah.
but there's still some good stuff in there.
Yeah. Well, I'll sell it on to Bill.
Yeah.
He
you
won't know
go.
the difference. It'll take him forever to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. And it's about as you're realizing that you've been kind of had here, like
Mhm.
you're pulling out like old bits of like laundry and shit with pills glued to them. The rest of the crew finally makes it out. And you see Dean squat down over this duffel bag full of pills, but also pulling out bits of laundry. Like, there's a dirty old pair of underwear with like the name Crispy written in the back of it, marker. Which,
Dean, did you buy drugs from a homeless guy again?
Yeah. I know, right? Who would have thought? Again.
Did you at least make sure there weren't rats in it this time?
Oh, hold on. I haven't hit the bottom yet.
No, you
No
hit
rats.
bottom.
Bring the,
Yeah, like a really long time ago.
Can you just bring the? You know what? You just do that. I'll go and grab the pallet jack and start
digging
scooting it
through
in.
to the bottom, Bert Harlow.
Hi.
56, it's high. Underwear is not allowed. Oh my gosh. But voluminous ass was allowed. It really was only mad about underwear. Captain, what is going on? Yeah. As you're kind of digging around, you do find something hard down there. And as you pull it out, it's this very crude, kind of wrapped up in an old sock, razor sharp, think like prison shiv almost. Like just this old wooden handle with just like a couple rows of like straight razors just like fixed to it.
Yeah.
Not a
Hey, here's
great
the Cracker
weapon.
Jack surprise.
Yeah, but definitely. Yeah.
Could come in handy.
A little shiv, why not?
Hey, Liv, have some of these orange ones. It's all right, Roy. They're actually medications.
First, I wouldn't take, drugs to begin with. But from you, I'd rather get them from Phil. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
To be fair,
I'm
I'm pretty
hurt.
sure that homeless man's underwear is pretty crusty.
Get crunched.
Crunch.
Do those honestly say crispy on them?
They do.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't see the person that came in those. Wore those? Whatever. I don't know. I'm taking this and we're going inside.
Yeah, well, Dean will sort out the pills and make it a smaller bundle.
Sure. Yeah, not a problem. You get rid of everything that's not worthwhile, and yeah, you're able to compress that size quite a bit. Maybe get rid of some of the pills that aren't actually worth anything.
Oh, no. Keep
Keeping
all
them?
the pills. You never
Keep 'em?
know. You
Okay.
never know. I mean,
I forgot Crispy had a shitload of fingers.
This
on
is
that
back in the
hand.
day. This is back in the day when Journey cut into fingers and
Yeah.
hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you compress it down. You now have a quarter of a duffel bag full of drugs and a crate full of drugs, and you are on your way to go visit Gracey. The address that kind of picks up from what you were told is actually just right down the block. And as you make your way down there, you see this old style 2-story yellow house with a little white picket fence, a little garden on the inside with what looks to be actual plants growing out of it.
Is it completely out of like the rest of the
Yeah.
decor around here? Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, this is like, your grandmother's house back in like the 80s. Like, not the industrious interior of a seedy pirate station. Like,
Yeah. For what's worth, Dean, we were asked to wipe off our shoes and I get the feeling we're supposed to kind of be on our best manners with old Granny Gracey here.
Yeah. I couldn't hear
So
you.
you're
there,
asking
Dean.
me to stay
No, that's
outside again?
perfect.
Is that it?
That was
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, right.
It's just because otherwise we have to ask you to watch
No,
your
I get
manners
it. Yeah,
inside and then
yeah.
someone kills you.
My old lady tried to housebreak me too. That didn't work. Go on, go on.
Maybe it's because you called her your old lady. Like, what century do you think it is? My gosh.
Hmm.
Who
Yeah.
knocks on the door?
Liv will do it if no one else. Okay, Roy.
Roy, what
Yeah,
up?
it's probably simultaneous. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
You knock on the door. The door swings open, and there's standing Gracey. Looking you all up and down. She's got this giant fuck-off shotgun, like, kind of propped over her shoulder. Well, you got a shitload of drugs for me? Is that what I hear?
Yes, ma'am. Is that a shotgun, or are you just happy to see us?
Well, with a mustache like that, it's a little bit of both.
All right, then.
Come on in. Wipe your shoes. And she points you to this old, flower patterned couch. And she kind of lingers at the door and she looks out at you, Dean.
Dean will look down out of his sunglasses.
It's a nice leather jacket. Come on.
All right. Dean doesn't wipe off his shoes. He just takes them off.
You know what? I'll take it. Leave the crate there out on the walk. Don't put it on the grass. No one will mess with it there.
Okay.
All right, man.
I
You
put
got
my
a
shoes on
fine
top
homestead
of it.
here, man.
Thanks. It was my great grandmother's, and it took quite a bit to get it here.
You brought it here.
Yeah. This is authentic oak. Built in America.
Boy, that would have cost quite a bit.
It did.
Yeah.
But that's fine. As she kind of hangs the shotgun up on a little holder next to the door. She points you out. You're in a little living room. Like I said, there's old floral pattern couch. There's a couple chairs here and there. There's a big comfy chair with a couple of pillows kind of setting across from it. She kind of points you all at the couch.
Oh. Well, that's good back support there.
Mm-hmm. And she sits down in that big comfy chair. Well, you got a shitload of drugs. I'm guessing you're wanting to sell them to me.
No, we just want information.
Okay. Before we can strike that deal, I need some information from you. Where'd you get the drugs?
From some people on, what was the name of the other station? I don't think we ever got a name for them.
I don't think you did either. The only people you know from that crew is the big guy named Bubba. But it was on the refueling station not too far from here. And you can kind of convey the basics of where it's at.
It was on a refueling station, and they were going to try to smuggle it onto this station, Tortuga, and cut you out.
Big dude named Bubba.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did he run with the crew? Oh, you're muted, Bert.
Real attitude problem on that Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Run with the crew kind of describes the rest of them, and it sounds pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I know them. Bunch of up-and-coming assholes that are absolutely obsessed with naming their ships after fish. So, they gave you drugs, offered you money to sneak it on board.
Mm-hmm.
Actually paid us money. Yeah.
Paid you money
Half
to
up front.
sneak it on board. All in an order to cut me out.
Mm-hmm.
Question I got is, I checked my manifest, And I don't know how you all got on board.
We came through the sewer pipes.
How much they charge you?
500.
Oh, you got a good deal.
I thought so.
Yeah. All right. So what is it you want to know in exchange for this crate of drugs that I'm not supposed to know about?
Ripper Torres.
I know
We
him.
want them.
You want them. Captain
Yup.
of the Pond Slider. I got no problem with that. He doesn't do much work for me anymore. So if he ain't making money for me, I don't much give a shit about him. Tell you what. Head on over to the lower district. You're going to find yourself a bar called The Last Resort. Now, it's kind of a posh place. Some of you all might need to dress up a little bit. They got a jacket and tie kind of dress code there. Because it's where all them yuppie fucks who work at the corporate offices like to go and hang out. And these days, Pond Slider pretty much is working exclusively for Whalen Yutani. So
Yeah, that's what we figured.
if you want to track him down, that's going to be your best bet. And if you find him and you do anything to him, sanctioned by me, since you're paying me off.
Appreciate it.
So, y'all staying for dinner?
I could eat.
All right.
I say that all the time.
Are you inviting us for dinner?
Yes. Asking it like that
Okay.
is a non-aggressive way of inviting you for dinner.
It's quite appreciated. You want a hand in the kitchen at all?
I would absolutely love it. Why don't Roy? Well, she doesn't know your name yet.
I'm Roy. Liv, you interested to see how to cook something up?
Why? Because I'm a woman? Is that why? My place is in
No.
the kitchen, Rye?
Come
Roy,
on, you know me
Marge,
better than that.
because your future wife Marge back on the ship is back there probably cooking you food. Is that why?
Roy, are
Just
you
used to
spoken
that.
for?
It's a good life skill for all people to know.
If you don't know how to cook for yourself, all you're ever going to eat is junk food.
I'm just saying, first of all, I eat better than all of you. Second of all, there are 2 other people here you could have asked that to, and you chose to ask me. But that's fine.
Well,
I didn't want to invite Dean, and I wanted Connor to keep an eye on Dean.
Okay, I accept.
fair enough. Well, Liv, Roy, come with me. Dean and Connor, 2 of you kick your feet up for now. When it comes time to, closer time to eat, I'm going to have you all set the table for me.
Can do.
All right. And she escorts Roy and Liv back to the kitchen. On the way, though, she does mention to Roy, I ain't got no problem if you're spoken for.
No, I've been divorced a good long time now. Liv just likes to give me a hard time about every second breath she gets.
Hey, kids will do that to you. Your grandkid?
Not by blood, but if I had to choose a family, I'd choose her.
Fair enough.
Super fun just being here and having people just talk about you when you're right here. It's so great. It's awesome. I just really appreciate that. And I'm sure Marge, who you were very friendly with very recently, will very much appreciate, oh, you're not spoken for. That's fine.
Liv,
I'm
my
glad
dear,
you're here, Liv.
I love how much fire you got. But when your Aunt Gracey's trying to flirt with someone, you don't interrupt me.
Right. Well, I'm not your niece, and I am incredibly offended when anybody ever tries to pretend to be my family. My real family was killed. And these fucking people that I am on a ship with seem to forget that that is why we're here doing stuff. So, no, he is not my grandfather, and you are not my aunt. All due respect.
You know, Liv, now that I think about it, it's probably for the best, because it'd be kind of weird if I was your aunt and he was your grandfather. And I was flirting with him. So, Liv, what are you all doing here? Besides trying to kill
We are
Captain?
not necessarily trying to kill them, though if that happens, whatever. They have information that we need. Well, they have people that we need.
People that you need.
Yep. They took people that we were supposed to get and
You
escort
know,
and protect.
I did just get some information that old Ripper came back from a job, paid me my cut, of course, so I don't ask too many questions. Is he running people through my station?
Sounds like it.
All right. I'll tell you what. You give me positive information and proof that he is running people through the station for Wayland Utani, I'll get you another payday out of it.
That's fine. Thanks.
All right.
The money is not really a thing. I don't care.
Do you like guns?
I do. I have several on me right now. I'm not sure if you've noticed them.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. He gave me this one.
Oh, that's nice.
She's damn good.
All right. Anyway, Liv, you go dice them onions over there. Roy, why don't you come help me base this ham over here?
Mm-hmm. We're talking rum ham or spiral honey ham?
Rum ham. Kind of you eat on a boat.
Delightful.
And then, we'll let this scene ride out. Eventually, you'll all make it through a very good dinner.
Wait, we have to have our scene. Damn it, Connor, I'm telling you, it's knife, fork, knife, spoon. There's always two knives.
No. There's 3 spoons, a fork, and no knife. That's that because you can't be trusted with the knife. That you have to hot potato for the knife. That's how that works.
Oh, wait. So there's one knife, and it's in the middle of the table. Oh, okay. No, that tracks.
As the two of you are arguing over this, Dean, you hear a psst over here. And you turn around and you can see there's a panel on the wall. Looks like just your regular piece of wall. And it kind of cracks open just a little bit.
No. I didn't take any of these drugs yet. Oh, crap. Did they dissolve on me?
No.
They're right over there.
On the left or on the right side, it's soup spoon, fish knife, dinner knife. On the right side or on the left side, it's fish fork, dinner fork, salad fork. And
I told you, Connor, 2 knives.
And at the top,
listen to the wall.
And you can see there's a dude kind of like leaning out, like it's a hidden doorway. Dude's in full like combat gear. And on the top, it's the dessert spoon and the dessert fork. Yep, that one, the tiny one. Gracey will give you a lot of shit if you set her table wrong.
All right, fair. I take it you're Gracey's private security.
One of them, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. A bunch of you just tied in the walls here?
Among other places, yeah.
Cool. We're not going to cause problems, just letting you know.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Could I interest you in some alertness bills?
He'll pull out a 20.
You go.
All
You
right.
like need to go use the bathroom or anything?
Now
What they got
it's
you in there for? Okay.
it's fine. We rotate and we get regular breaks. Thanks for the offer. Enjoy the meal.
All
It
right.
smells great.
All right. Thanks, man.
Pops his head back in and the door closes.
2 knives, Connor. 2 knives.
Yeah, 2 knives. I think we need to put some panels like that in the ship.
Yeah. I liked your idea better, though. 1 knife. I mean,
It makes dinner more exciting.
yeah.
Next
Well,
time I
Especially
have
if
to
you
get
cook
together, I'm going to
really
do that.
tough steaks for everyone.
Just one
and then-
knife in the center. All right. You all have a good meal. The entire time, Gracey, she's being very friendly, very polite, giving everyone a fair amount of shit here and there. Definitely a lot of probing questions over dinner. Trying to be very subtle about it, but you all have been working long enough. You can kind of pick it up. She's not pushing anything, so it's not aggressive, but there's definitely an underlying curiosity of why are you on her station? Besides, running people, sure, that's an answer. Who are you working for? Why are you wanting to track them down and sort this out? Very much trying to figure out who you are, who you work for, what you're doing. With that kind of questioning, are you all being pretty guarded with that information, or would you share anything?
Is the food good?
Food is amazing.
Oh, heck, Dean's just running at the mouth.
So you're saying that you're all trying to hunt down a Wayland-Yutani informant
Mm-hmm.
that was waylaid by Rupert, or Rippert. His real name's Rupert, but he changed it to Rippert because he thinks it sounds cool. Rippert done hit your friends up, stole them, and you tracked them back here. Are you aiming to get this informant back, or just make him
like to.
quiet?
I'd like to get him back.
That's fair enough.
Put his neck out to help us.
Yeah,
So,
well, if you make it too dangerous for people to share information with you, no one will want to share information with you. Well, I'll tell you what, sounds like y'all work for a pretty well-connected network out there. I'm always having to need to move stuff. If you and your team ever want to, help me out and make some money for your cause, we could always talk.
Well, it's good to have that channel open.
All right.
I mean, pirates mostly steal from the corpos anyway, right?
You would be surprised. I mean, the answer is yes. But just like with your friend Rippert down there, a lot of them pirates now are taking up corporate gigs, stealing from other corporates. I mean,
can be something about a steady paycheck.
yeah. They, I saw the ledgers. They cut their marketing budget down just so they could start funding pirate groups to harass their competitors in shipping lanes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Meal
about right.
concludes. She has some dessert, some cheesecake she brings out, passes around to everyone. And when it's all said and done, she shoos you out the door. She just leave that crate there. Take your shoes, Dean. I don't want those. And you got the information. Like I said, if you bring me proof, I'll get you some money. I know, Liv, you said you don't care about the money, but if you got a cause, the cause always needs money.
Ship always needs gas.
That is also true.
There's a difference between having funds to run your operation and being beholden to it. And I feel like there are some people on this crew who might begin to fall into the latter category. That's all.
Okay.
Connor, if you were having a problem, you could have told us, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what the issue is.
It's like I mean, it's like they think they're pirates. It's like that's what it is, Gracey. It's like I'm walking around with people who think they're pirates and they forget what we're doing. They just forget everything. I'm like, whatever. I'm the youngest, and I swear I'm the only one who's focused on the job.
Which is murdering people. Let's keep that in perspective, Liv. Murdering people.
What are you even talking about? No, it's not murdering people. We're trying to recover an informant. Did you just not pay attention during dinner? We just went over it again. Like, what the hell, man?
Don't let him get to you, Liv.
Wait, Connor, you said we were going to murder people on behalf of the little one.
I did not say that.
I could have sworn that's what you said.
No.
Why did I sign up for this if we're not murdering people?
Have a good one.
See you, Gracey.
She closes the door.
Gonna put murder hobo on the back of your car. New plates.
Well, if Liv didn't cover up the sticker, it was already there.
Yeah, I know.
I do not like Beyonce. The other sticker was better. I do.
All right.
Fair.
I mean, everyone likes Beyonce.
Are you ever going to let me rebuild your car?
160 years old.
Are you ever going to let me rebuild that car with some modern materials? Let me make that thing a tank. Fuel efficient. No issues.
That sounds like a safe, respectable, and probably a much better option, but I'm going to go with no. No. She's a classic, man. A classic.
You got to innovate.
We just build another one. You just don't do it on top of a classic.
Are you all heading to the location that Gracey gave you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what time
we need
is
to go get dressed up or something first.
Yeah, we need to go do some shopping.
Like, I don't know to tie.
Nice
Yeah.
outfit,
I mean, I got a jacket. Leather's never out of style.
And Liv, what are you gonna go with? You gonna roll in a suit with us? You want to do your own thing?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I've already got a suit.
Do you?
Are you gonna wear your old dress uniform?
No. I got a different suit.
Is it the one that you were gonna be buried in?
I mean, it's a nice suit.
It's the one you married your last wife with?
No, she wanted a destination wedding. It was short shorts and a Hawaiian t-shirt. It's a long story.
Okay, that's like a major red flag. Somebody wanted it that you should have gotten out of that. That was a big mistake, Roy.
It was, and I should have gotten out of it much sooner than I did. But
we have Marge now, so it's fine.
I don't have anybody. Marge is her own person. As much as you like to, go on at me.
She's got an eye for you, but hey, it's fine.
Connor is going to is there like kiosks or something that have information? Yeah. And just be like, men's dress stores.
Advertisement for Men's Warehouse pops up.
Any place that does tailored. If we're gonna do it, let's do it right.
Yeah. As soon as you say tailored, that drops off the screen. Another advertisement comes up for a little, boutique kind of bespoke suit place, and gives you directions towards it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Liv, you get to be the final arbiter of whether or not we look presentable enough. How's that sound?
Sure.
All
that
right.
sounds great. I know wait.
You can't wait. I can see the excitement. Like, I hear in your voice that you're like, oh, this is gonna suck. You're gonna have fun by the end of it.
When was the honestly, seriously, tell me, be honest. When was the last time I had fun?
It was before you hit puberty.
Exactly.
I thought she smiled when she shot that big old gun there a little bit ago.
I wasn't there to see it, but I.
Okay, that's a fair point.
If I had to guess, that's what I would have guessed.
Yeah. That's a fair point. That's fair.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you hop on another car. Same thing. Working Joe asked for $5 up front. When you get to the end, he holds his hand out. He's waiting for that tip.
I'll give him a 10.
Thank you, sir. As he pockets it and gets back on his little car. And yeah, you're in like a little business area. Following the instructions, you can clearly see where this little tailor shop is. But as you're making your way there, I say young guy, you know, he may be like around your age, Connor, early 20s. Looks working type, dirty hands, kind of work boots, kind of coveralls. You can see kind of like dirt on his face with the outline of like goggles or something like that. Comes up, he's like, I think it's you all that I'm supposed to find. You all are on the Bellerophon.
It's pronounced banana phone. It's French.
All right. Anyway, I was told to give you this. Hands over a little data pad. All right. Bye. Turns around to walk off. And looking at the pad, it's an address and a time. Bring the crate here, roughly 4 hours from now.
We should be done and off the station in 4 hours.
I think we should give this information to Gracey.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Roy, whisper these sweet nothings into her ear.
Y'all gonna hit up Gracey on the VDAT?
Yeah, it sounds fair. I already got my suit anyway, so that's the time I don't need to spend on that. I'll be glad to do so.
All right. Yeah, easy enough. You can pull it up. You've got some contact information for her. She would have handed it over to you when you were talking about, making some money. And, yeah. Gracey picks up. Mr. Fowler, I was just wondering if you were going to call.
Well, I was going to offer you a nightcap, or maybe a different form you might have expected. Basically, if you'd be interested in knowing where those folks wanted to send the drugs that they didn't want you to know they were sending them, maybe I'd just pass that along to you. You've shown us a lot of good faith and some good dinner. Just seems like a polite thing to do.
That sounds fantastic. And yeah, you can send the date over. She does send, when you're all done, if you want that nightcap, I'll still be up for a while.
I might just take you up on that. I ain't seen mahogany or oak in a while.
I can't say the same. You have a good one. She hangs up on you.
Old people flirting is the worst.
I was just going to be like, and that's what he calls his testicles? Okay.
It's an odd name for that.
Yeah.
Continuing on from Roy and his very nonchalant game that he's been exhibiting.
Sexual Adventures of Roy Fowler.
Oh my gosh.
That's the name for this chapter.
I wonder if YouTube would allow that for a title. Anyway, not important.
I got some pills for that, Roy. See a doctor if it lasts for more than 4 hours, though.
So yeah, you all head to the suit shop. It's couple maybe in their 50s, come in. They're very nicely dressed, both of them, very nicely. They welcome you in. Oh, you all here to shop today? We've got a fantastic deal going on. Quite a selection of assorted fabrics you can choose from.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, we're looking to get a couple of us fitted for some nice suits.
It's fantastic. I do want to say that um, for the outfitting process, there is a $100 minimum fee,
Mhm.
and that will apply towards any purchases you make.
Okay.
They wait for you to send the
Okay.
money over.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, it's that classic, little movie montage of people trying on different outfits, getting kind of, things adjusted, finding the right size.
Perhaps shocking, Connor. Dean will just go up, say, classic cut, give him the exact measurements, bow tie, double breasted, just exactly what he wants.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you make it easy. They're able to get you sorted out real fast. Connor?
Uh, Connor will need to get measured and whatnot. He doesn't really have a suit.
Sure. Not a
He
problem.
does, however, ask if they can put some bright green, like in stripes, like a lightning pattern on the sleeves.
No.
All right then. I guess normal is fine.
Yeah. Roy, you said you were passing on the suit. Is that correct?
Yep,
Are you getting fitted up?
I got my suit.
All right. And Liv, they ask you, like, are you?
Oh, Liv didn't go. You said it was a men's warehouse, so I think she would have gone thrift diving.
Oh, nice. Okay. I can handle that. So, Connor, Dean, describe to me your in suit. Your suit.
I have
Yeah.
dropped an image in the Discord channel, which folks should all already be subscribed to, and they can go there and look. Classic cut, and Dean is rocking the bow tie.
Oh, hang on. I gotta let me save that down so I can put it in the episode discussion so people can see it. There it is. Join the Discord. Go to the episode discussion. There's a picture of Dean's suit. Very sharp. All right, Connor, what do you got?
It's just gonna be something basic. He will, however, go in for a white suit. Or,
Okay.
a white jacket.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can fit you up with
He
that.
wants to stand out from the others.
Yeah, not a problem.
And the loudest tie he can find.
Okay. They all together for the $100 that you had to put down to start.
Mm-hmm.
For each of you, it's another 200.
Okay.
And then we cut over to Liv. Liv, you're going thrifting.
She's gonna go for like a boho chic kind of bohemian style look.
Sure.
Yeah. So she's gonna do a little of that. Kind of hippie style a
Yeah.
little bit to some degree, but tighten it up. She doesn't want anything that is, she likes baggy, so but nothing
Not
too
flowy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like that. And so yeah, she is going to look basically modern and chic, and she is definitely the type of person who wants to reuse things.
Sure.
As opposed to just buying like brand new and all that kind of stuff. So that's what she's doing.
Yeah. You have to wander around a little bit to find a little boutique that kind of fits your needs. But yeah, eventually you find this small little boutique. It's called The Fit. It's kind of, the back of this little strip mall. You kind of enter it. It's got that, not overly pungent, but that very incense kind of smell going to it. It's got a little cat running around. And yeah, this almost space cadet kind of hippie, kind of boho surfer kind of vibe. Hey there, let's get you set up. And she's going on about how all of her clothes are secondhand, third hand, maybe even fourth hand. And what she can't, she repurposes fabric for creations. Yeah, she's able to get you fed up pretty good with what you're looking for. Significantly cheaper. It's going to hit like 50 credits.
You wash, you make sure inks don't bleed, you restitch at times if any of the fabric
yeah.
looks like it needs to be repaired.
Absolutely. Okay. It's you know, started this up on my own, my parents', basement, and just kind of took it from there. It's learned to sew on my own. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I want something that's, I don't want anything too baggy, but I also don't want anything too tight. I want range of motion in case I have to pull my guns or a knife or something like that. So that would be so I want to make sure. And if there's can be some folds here and there where I might be able to hide a thing or two, that would be great.
That's not a problem. You realize that I opened up a fashion boutique on Tortuga, right? If you want a place to conceal weapons, I can help you with that. That's not a problem.
Perfect. I have to tell you, it's extraordinarily refreshing, this conversation where somebody who says, this is what I do, actually knows what they're doing. It's just great. Like you have calmed me down a bit.
Oh,
thank you.
I'm glad I could help you out. So I guess let's talk about what kind of heat you're going to be packing. And she kind of goes into it, like you give her the rundown of your guns and stuff.
Right. I'll even show her some. See, I've got this one here, which I imagine this one's going to be difficult to conceal. Like it's a freaking rifle, but I think it folds down. And then I've got this one here. This one should be pretty easy. I can probably get this in some small little fold, like in the blouse area or something.
Actually, she starts taking measurements of your weapons and stuff. Yeah, like she's
perfect.
Yeah.
Could I do like a bag, maybe, you think? Like, not like a purse bag, but like almost like a beach bag in a way. Like I feel like I could get, if I take the rifle and I fold it down, I think it would fit in there.
We can definitely do that, but I got to tell you, if someone's gonna check you for weapons, that bag's gonna be the first thing they go for.
So we're gonna need like a false bottom, maybe, or is it like, are they just gonna peek?
Bottom. They'll peek. They'll maybe turn it upside down. The weight's gonna give it away. We could definitely do a false bottom if they look into it.
You're right.
I can do some lining on that false bottom. That way, if they're using scanners or something, it shouldn't show up. But yeah, if they pick that up, it's gonna be heavy. I mean, but we can still do it in case they just look inside. That's not a problem.
That's true. And I'm going to be with a bunch of other guys who look more intimidating and threatening than I do. And they have a tendency to overlook me. So I'm hoping maybe like they just won't pay attention.
Okay. That's fair.
You kind of know how it is.
I know how it is. Yeah. So yeah, she can fit you up with that. She gets you the outfit you're looking for that, kind of baggy, not flowy, nothing's going to catch. You still got decent range of movement with a couple different like kind of concealed little peplums or whatever here and there that you can use for stashing a weapon that don't show.
This is fantastic. This is absolutely wonderful.
So I do want to let you know, like if you like supporting small businesses like this and she gets you a card, just down the ways a little bit, there's a little gun shop. If you're ever looking for a different piece, he and I do work together. I make a lot of his holsters.
Really?
So if you're ever looking for a piece, we would really appreciate it if you shop small, shop local, so to say.
What kind of materials do they work with for holsters? Are we talking
We do a lot of variety. You're not going to get anything as fancy. I say nothing quite as custom as what you would get directly from me. I do some basic leather working. So we've got a little bit of that. I did have to figure out how to do, the basic kind of like whatever the moldable plastic is. And I figured out how to do print dipping on it.
So do you know how to make, what if I wanted like, I don't know, like an old West, like gun holster belt. You know what I'm talking
yeah, the
about?
bandolier
like
kinda thing?
cowboys and like like is that something that like you could do or maybe your friend could do for me?
I think we could work it up. How many pieces are you wanting to hold on it?
Well, I think just the one, to be honest. Yeah, just the one. I think but it's like personal. Are there personalization options? Like,
Sure.
can we, and do some sort of
Have you
like
ever looked
embroidering
at
or?
under the arm concealed holsters?
No, I have not. No, are
But
they?
she'll-
Is that more? I
it's a little
honestly,
fit.
I usually just stick it in my pants or in
You
my
don't want to
pocket.
do
Like,
that. You're going to shoot yourself in
I'm
the
new to
thigh.
guns. I really
That's
just
fair.
started like recently.
And she's got a small selection. She pulls out some like what you see, the little holsters where it conceals underneath the arm.
That's interesting.
And she's like, this, it works good. A lot of times the men who get away with concealing this the best are wearing like suspenders. It's kind of, it
Right.
will
I do like
leave
suspenders.
something we've had to deal with, lines on your shoulder. But
Okay.
it does a great
Okay.
job, keeps it out of sight and easily accessible, and you won't shoot yourself in the leg.
Right. You know what? I think I'm going to take one of each, if that's all right. Maybe like one like the Old West style, and one
Sure.
on the show. I think that would be wonderful.
So yeah, she can get you the under the arm holster. I don't know what they're actually called, but she can get you one of those right away. If you want to talk customization with the bandolier, she's like, I've got some stuff and he's got some stuff available now, but if you want some customization, it will take me a day or two.
Sure. No problem. Is there a way to rush that? We might not be here tomorrow. Depends a lot on how this dinner is going to go, but
Yeah, we can. It's going to cost you. I mean,
how much are we talking? I only have so much.
So with the under the arm holster, I'll do 25 for that. That's fair. I mean, like I said, it's secondhand. I kind of renewed the leather, redid all the fittings on it. The custom bandolier, a bandolier on its own, you're looking at that 40 to 50 range.
Okay, I can handle that.
Doing
Okay.
some custom work on it on its own, we'd be looking at like the 60 range. If you want to rush on it and you want me to have it for tomorrow, I'd have to put you at like 120, 140.
And altogether with the
That is
with
not
the-
altogether. That's just the bandolier on its
Yeah.
own.
Oh dear. Okay. Okay, can we let's just do the underarm thing.
Okay.
Can we get in just two of them? It's fine. And then do you have any do you have any like leather or faux leather, maybe something like that?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Can I get, is it possible? Just like a little stitch, something like that. Just says like Silver Fox on it. Something like that, maybe.
Stitch. No, I can do leather burn-in.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Just give it a little
Excellent.
burnish. It'll
Yes.
look great.
Right.
All right,
Perfect.
Give
I love
me. She gets the two leather. You go through a couple of the different options. She runs down to her friend's shop down the way and gets a couple other options. You find the one you like. She's like, I need 20 to 30 minutes to get this burn in just right. And it's all yours. All together with the outfit and the two holsters, she'd be looking at like 100.
that. And I'll give a little something extra for
Sure,
the,
120.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So yeah, she's, she needs, 30, 40 minutes. Then she'll have those holsters ready for you. The outfit, you two work together. It's already good to go. So,
Perfect. Wonderful. You've been so great. Thank you so much.
thank you. Come again. Make sure you visit my friend if you're ever looking for some hardware.
Absolutely. What was his name again?
His name is Franklin.
Franklin.
He
Okay.
doesn't get a lot of business. Everyone goes to Tater on the station. Tater's fine, but
He sounds like an idiot. Someone named Tater. I mean, come on.
he knows guns, and Gracey trusts him, which goes a long ways.
No.
But
That'll do it.
He's definitely about moving numbers, not moving quality.
I hear ya. Okay, Franklin it is. Thank you.
Franklin, thank you. You're good to go. Hang on a second there. Tater, Tater. And stream is asking, so let me go ahead and show them Tater real quick.
Been a while.
This is from chapter 2. There's Tater. All right. So yeah, eventually you all reconnect. I would probably say that those of you with the suits finish up a little earlier. Eventually, Liv, you join up. You still got to head back over to that boutique here in a little bit. But other than that, you've got your shopping done. You've got your outfits. Everything looks like it should pass, trying to get into, you know, a little more upper scale place. Yeah. Now what?
Liv will, by the way, like totally low key, in no way, shape, or form making a big deal out of this. Just like grab the holster that says Silver Fox and be like, "Here, old man," and just kind of give it to him and then walk away.
Oh, that's nice.
No,
Connor's just looking at him, looking at the holster. Oh,
that is she, or she's already walked away.
Yeah, she just starts walking away. Here, and then that's it. She doesn't make a big deal out of it.
Liv, you definitely got to look that you said that's all your own eye. Nope, no, don't. Nope. Okay, never mind.
she knows. She knows.
I don't know, but sometimes like she complains
just-
about saying it, but it's good to say
just-
it.
Thank you. Just thank you will do.
I'll say thank you when she's not walking away, I guess.
Fair. That's a big thing. So
He puts it on right there.
yeah, I bet.
Nice.
It's immediately like testing his quick draw with the pistol in it.
It's a little different pulling it off the under the arm rather than off the hip, but you could still get it.
Oh no,
It's
that's better.
definitely-
Actually, you get a better quick draw doing that way. Off the hip, it's clunky. You
Yeah.
actually get a better quick draw off the
You're
side
working
draw.
against your, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
plus-
what a real gunslinger did.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So yeah, you're all fitted up, good to go. Heading down to that bar. Easy enough.
I want to even kind of like move my jacket, like unbutton enough just so it can kind of be seen.
Showing it
Real
off.
proud of that.
Very nice.
Yeah. Make sure to kind of always prop that arm out just a little bit.
Like a grandparent that gets a drawing from their
It is.
child. They're like,
Yep.
They get
That's
it like
exactly
made
what
on
it
the shirt.
is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Eventually you make your way down to the district that this bar is. It's the last resort. This is a very kind of ritzy, kind of fancy kind of neighborhood. Bright lights everywhere. Different kinds of shops. Lots of, entertainment style businesses. If you want bars, they got bars. You want clubs, they got clubs. Different kind of like gambling dens, casino kind of things. It is definitely, you can tell that presentation has been kind of the focus for this area. It's very clean, very slick lines, kind of doesn't match some of the other areas that you visited on Tortuga so far. But eventually you find your way to this nightclub. Bright lights outside, the last resort, long line to get in, under, velvet rope bouncer at the door. Yeah. What do y'all do?
Well, we can get in line or try to cut our way up front. How patient are we feeling, Liv?
What? Oh,
How
whatever you
patient?
guys want.
All right.
Well, let's no harm in asking, right? We've had to wait long enough to walk through some shit.
No, we had to do that earlier thanks to Dean's parking space.
I think the best thing to do here is to talk as least as possible and just kind of posture ourselves just right. Just kind of walk up to that bouncer, do that thing where you strike a pose as if you're a person of authority, look at them, just say, you know, we're expected, and just wait for them to let you in. But just kind of stare them in the eye. Don't say anything. Just stare them in the eye. Give them the awkward silence. Make them want to look away. Don't give them an out until they want to let you in.
Roy, you head on up,
Go
just kind
ahead.
of passing the line to the bouncer. Yeah, bigger guy, muscular, wearing that little polo that's snug fit to kind of show off that, definitely works out.
Still just showing off just enough for it shows Silver Fox.
Nice.
The jacket sleeve open.
Line's back there.
We're expected.
He kind of looks down at a data pad. Sorry. Bingo hours are over. He's kind of eyeballing you a little bit, like why kind of look into the rest of you. Who's
I'm just
expecting
shaking
you?
my head sadly.
You
Do
got
you
a
actually
name?
want to answer that?
Give me I asked. Give me an answer.
No. You know who?
Give me a test on this one, man.
It's dumb.
You know who? I was going to say I wanted 2 successes, and then you rolled me 3. Oh. Oh shit. I didn't realize you were here to visit him. Please go ahead. Debbie Snacks, thank you for that sub. Please just come on in. And he steps aside, moves the rope, kind of ushers all of you in. Let's see here. Give me just a second. Please give crap. Where did I have it? I had this guy's name written down. Because they give your name. Please give Mr. So-and-so my regards on apologies for your delay.
No worries. You've been putting some extra work on your shoulders there, haven't you?
I have, yeah. Yes.
Just gotta punch him right in the traps. It shows. I'm sure he
Appreciate that.
appreciates your dedication.
Absolutely. Please give Mr. Finkeldye my apologies for delaying you.
Mr. Finkeldye.
Mr. Finkeldye. That's his name. I would not laugh about it in front of his face. He takes it
Roy
very
doesn't
serious.
do that.
Okay.
That's totally just Jeremy giggling his ass off.
That's fair. Please go ahead. I do my bag work. Yes, and apologize to Mr. Finkeldye for me for your delay. Please enjoy your time at the last resort. Please speak to a waitress for deals and we're having on drinks tonight. Thank you.
Do you have a name tag? Is this Chet
It is Chad.
or Chad? I don't know.
We'll go with Chad. I was thinking he was definitely more of a Chad.
You have a good night, Chad. Good to see you.
Thank you. Have a great evening, sirs and ma'am.
Now I have to find out who Mr. Finkeldye is. I gotta know.
That's fair. So, you head in. Despite the dress code, I don't know, maybe you were expecting something a little more low key, kind of like, a lounge, sipping on cocktails, but it is a club. Like, there are lights, there's bass going, There are waiters and waitresses, and like, little go-go outfits moving around, serving up drinks. This thick kind of haze of smoke in the air. And definitely, the 80s Wall Street kind of, club that you would expect people with too much money and a love for cocaine to frequent. Yeah, as you go in, there's dancing going on. There's, some tables here and there. There's booths kind of lining the walls. You can see there is a kind of roped off VIP section going upstairs that kind of overlooks the dance floor.
Connor leans in by Dean and says, "You are not allowed to go to the bathroom."
But I think this is one of those swanky places where there's going to be a guy in there with a hot towel and like some product.
And
I really want to go in there.
I'm sure you do, but we need you focused.
All right, I'll destroy the crapper later.
Okay, you can do it on the ship and clean it up yourself.
If I do it here, someone else cleans it up. Duh.
So,
I mean, I'll cop to that. That's fair.
a little server, he comes kind of bouncing up. He's got a tray full of like little shots, like little multicolored shots and vials. Yeah, well, $10 each. He kind of yells over the crowd, the music. Or visit our bar. We have discounts tonight. Anything
shots
with Jaeger or Red Bull in it is half off.
Jaeger bombs. All right.
That right there, 75% off.
Okay.
Does anyone buy a shot?
I'll buy a shot.
Yeah. $10. Yeah, he throws 2 of them at you, Dean, and 1 of them at you, Connor.
Mm-hmm.
$30. Move over.
Let me also get big stein of beer. See, because you take this and you drop it in the beer. You see, it's the best. I'm telling you, Connor, you got to try this. Take a shot. You drop it in the beer.
For beer, you do need to head to the bar for a beer, though.
Right.
All right.
Are they different flavors of shots?
Oh yeah, each one of these is like this different, like bright colored neon, these bright fruity flavors and aromas. Like you take it and you just like feel like very, like the vapors like hitting your nose hard.
I'll get the banana flavored one.
You get the banana flavored. So as you're kind of moving, Connor and Dean taking in some drinks. Roy, Liv, what are the 2 of you up to?
Do we go straight for Ripper, or do we find this Mr. Finkeldie? I mean, we should stay on task. That's a dumb question, I know. It's just that name.
Okay, you've got a half an hour to figure out this Finkeldie thing, and then we're on task again, okay?
I'd be willing to bet that they're probably not too far apart from each other.
That's a good point.
All right. So yeah.
Dean will definitely do the thing where he goes up to get a round of beers for everybody and just kind of, tips first and then kind of waits there and listens. See if he can pick up bits of conversation here and there.
Test.
See if he hears any names.
Yeah.
Connor is going to be hanging out near Roy and being very obvious that like he's a bodyguard.
Okay. All right. So you are flanking Roy, trying to make it look like you're a bodyguard. You're dressed nice enough now and you can pull off. What do you got,
I know
Roy?
what we should do.
Yeah.
Let's find this nice young lady. Say, ma'am, I'd like to buy Mr. Finkeldie a round of as usual. And I'll pay her to do so, and I'll watch to see where she delivers the drink.
That's okay. That's clever. All right. So let's resolve what Dean's going to hear, and then we'll see how you're buying a drink for Mr. Finkeldie will hold up. So first thing, Dean, you order, some beers, you tip, you're just kind of waiting, you're listening, and you pulled a success on your observation test. There's a lot of business talk going on around you, like these young, upcoming, sharp suits, hair kind of greased back, exchanging business cards, talking about the font and what color of white they are. Talking about different deals they got going on. This, that, oh, they hunted down that, this. And you get a couple of points of, oh yeah, well, we just had one of our team come back in after picking up someone. You're not going to believe it. We picked up a fucking plant that we put over in Siegson that flipped on us and Siegson. And we done chased them down. And now that we've got them, we're going to fucking ransom them back to Siegson. Get paid twice for it. It's fantastic. So you kind of drop in on that kind of conversation.
Yep. Just just kind of bounce my head around, like just happy to be here, and then kind of just note who these people are.
So the thing that you're going to kind of pick up, this is kind of a secondhand accounting. No one's saying that they just did this. It's someone they know, someone they're familiar with. So
yep, fair enough.
Not firsthand. Yeah. All right. So Roy, you flag down a waitress. You want to buy Mr. Finkeldye one of his usuals. See where it goes.
Yeah.
She kind of looks at you. She's like, "Oh, that's fine. Absolutely. We will have to ask for payment up front. 300. Thank you." And she takes your $300, kind of stands there for a moment, kind of like you get that "where's my tip" kind of feeling. Right away, sir. And she goes kind of making her way through the crowds back behind the bar. You can see not too far off, Dean sitting at the bar, kind of, nursing on a beer, listening a little bit. And eventually she comes back out from behind the bar, and she's got this, bucket, this nice looking bucket with this bottle, and it looks like, vodka or something like that. Very high-end looking bottle. And she makes her way right over to the stairs going up, where there's a little rope kind of sectioning off the VIP section. She stands there for a minute. You can tell she hits a button or something off to the side on the wall. Another server comes down, dressed a lot better. No, John, it was not held in a rack surrounded by a horny floor. You need to watch our Universe Ball anthology. Things got weird.
Things got weird.
And eventually another server, a lot better dressed, comes down, and she takes it and heads upstairs with it. And kind of from there you lose it, because it kind of goes up, and there's like I said, maybe if you got to the far end of the dance floor, maybe you could spot where she took it from there. But right now you've got your lead of they're upstairs, and you know what kind of bottle and what kind of bucket it's in.
So you're saying in order to further this reconnaissance, we need to get on the dance floor.
Looks like it. It does.
And then that happens.
Are you dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Mobility test.
Shit.
Can Liv help with this? Like literally, I would remind everybody that Liv is 15 in this 1980s Coke-fueled bar. So she's going to try to make like she really is Roy's granddaughter or something like that. And so she'll try to pull you out there and be like, okay, we go like this and like this and like this.
Roy?
But it's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Giving that
if
cover,
Liv can
yeah.
help.
Roy,
Yeah.
you're going to give me a mobility. You can take an extra die from Liv's assistance.
Oh, that's awesome.
Connor will also go out and do some dancing.
Okay, Connor, if you give him more cover, you can throw another one on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Delightful.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Roy cuts a fucking rug.
No, it's a family affair. Ish.
Okay.
It's mostly it's Liv and Connor doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, Connor's just doing like the Mass Effect shuffle. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Haven't seen that in a while. But with the 3 successes, you get far enough back. The 3 of you are kind of searching for that bottle, that bucket. And you see it setting kind of on a table along the edge. You can see this little like half table like right up against the railing on this balcony looking over. And you can see this, man, 40s, 50s maybe, middle-aged dude, a little bit of gray in his mustache, kind of that pencil thin thing, really nice suit. Couple of young looking execs setting around him, and looks like a arm candy date as he's pouring everyone shots out of that bottle. You've got at least an idea now of what Mr. Finkeldye looks like and where he's at in the bar. Now, Dean, you kind of make a mental note of that information. Eventually, that group that was talking about that, they get all of their drinks and they kind of break away from the bar. And you can see they're heading towards a booth, kind of in the back corner on the main floor. See, there's a bunch of young dudes, 20s, all kind of the same suits, same kind of haircut and style. Kind of pass the drinks around, and they kind of, settle in, very familiar with each other. Do anything with that?
Yeah, just note where they are, then go back and bring my beers back to the table. Notice everybody is missing, dancing on the dance floor. So I'll just order 2 more shots.
Another $20. All right. Eventually, you all reconvene at the table. Dean's got a couple of beers and a good number of shots under his belt. Everyone's got some information. So I'll let you all take a moment to make sure everyone's up to speed, share your information, and come up with a plan.
Tell them about the double payday from Segerson that heard secondhand, and kind of just nod off to the table that the people we're talking about went to.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Do we know what Rupert is supposed to look like?
No, not really. You have his name. That's pretty much it. What ship he's on.
Did we get a last name or anything?
You did. It was Rupert
Torres.
Thank you.
Torres.
That's right. All right.
So like maybe since they're looking for a job and like Roy looks so distinguished, like we could go over and just be like, I'm told that you all work for like Mr. Torres or Captain Torres, and like we could pretend like we're trying to set up a business transaction or something, and like we just sort of point over to Roy and make him look all distinguished and everything.
Sure.
I could look like an old corporate type that's a little bit out of touch.
Yeah. So you want to head over to the group that Dean pointed out and use that tactic to try and fish out Rupert's location?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a great plan for next session.
Yay.
No dance fight?
There's
Next
time
session.
next for next session. Yeah, there's time. Let's do some XP
I would love a fight
questions.
where you have to disguise the fight during the dance.
Oh, that would be
Mhm.
fantastic.
That would be great.
All right, let's start this off. Did you participate in the session? You get a point. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? You get a point. Anyone feel or risk their life for their buddy PC? Not a lot of life risking tonight. Anyone challenge or stand up to your rival? Probably some of that going
Weren't
around
even
a little.
here.
Oh yeah, poor Phil. Anyone make a panic roll? No panic rolls tonight.
Oh, nobody even rolled stress tonight.
No, we didn't.
I did a roll at all. I don't think I did a single roll on
Yeah.
it.
I don't think it was kind of a light rolling
More of an RP
session.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Anyone feel like they overcame a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means?
I took my shoes off.
Yeah. Certainly dangerous for some.
I mean, we did navigate the pirate underworld with like just, social roles.
I'd allow it. I mean, it could have gone very sideways, as kind of pointed out by the fucking security force that Gracey has hiding in the walls. A wrong move there could have gone sideways.
I love the dudes hiding in the walls. That
No knives. No.
Anyone? I mean, do you guys feel like you made a significant discovery or revelation?
guy's name is Finkeldie.
We discovered Finkeldie.
Also, that Liv may in fact have a soft spot for Roy.
That's true. But I don't know if, I guess you guys did discover because she did give it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Roy he went out of his way to show it off at every chance there was to like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Recon popcorn.
Yeah, I was just replying to that. I think I've heard of that before. I've heard it's decent.
I've done that before.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
little spice to it. Yeah.
I don't want to try that.
Where are we at? We did discovery. Okay. Anyone performed an extraordinary action of some kind? We had a dance scene. I mean,
How often do you get a group dancing?
not really ever. And then did you make any money this session? I don't think
I
so.
made $20.
You made
There you
20
go.
bucks. There you go.
$20, little man. Put that shit in my
Yeah.
hand.
All right. And yeah, I think that's what we got. That's our questions. Next session we'll pick up. You're all in the last resort. You've got an ID on Mr. Finkeldie, and you're going to move up to this bar of, young corporate douchebags trying to pull off that you're tied to Rippert. Trying to get some information out of them for that. So, yeah. Let's do our closing round of plugs and we'll make like a tree. Jeff, what do you got going, man?
Yeah, man. On Friday, we are doing a special one shot of the Black Sword hack. Jeremy's going to jump in with us for that game, actually. So we're going to give that a try. Very excited. Let's see, Saturday, we are back to Genesis. We started up the Twilight Imperium RPG, Embers of the Imperium. We started that last Saturday. We're doing that for a couple weeks. So we're about to that for session 2. Monday, we should be playing some Horror in the Orient Express for Call of Cthulhu. You can see Chuck and Jeremy in that one. And then on Tuesday, we'll be off from Forbidden Lands actually next week, but we'll be back next Tuesday or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Very cool. John, what do you got?
Let's see. A couple of things. So standard one is Defenders of Kobold YouTube channel. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're doing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're doing the Age of Ashes Adventure Path. And oops, they are all goblins. Chuck is in that. April, my trade, Stephen. It is a lot of chaotic fun. Definitely check it out. And they're short little episodes, so that's really cool. The other thing is I have hijacked Chuck's channel, Defenders of Kobold, this past Friday and also this coming Friday, and maybe more, we'll see. Because we're doing Universe Ball Anthology, their first little adventure, which is Everyone is space lizard people who have been rescued from the apocalypse of their planet by a space cruise ship that they're now planning on robbing. And things are a little bit weird.
A little
Chuck has a
weird.
3D printer in his butt. So,
I do.
and that's probably one of the more normal things. So,
I made everyone matching fezzes to wear.
he did. He did.
Cool. Bert, what you got?
Oh, well, let's see. This Friday, we're doing Bill is running Swords and Wizardry 2nd Edition Revised for us. Wrapping up that scenario. Saturday on the official Goodman Games channel, I am running some DCC Weird Frontiers or Western using the DCC system. Still might do something on this Sunday. Not sure yet, but I think so. Maybe.
Cool.
We'll see who's available.
All right. Jeremy, what do you got, man?
Aaron Reese on Patreon, comics, maps, tokens, other fun stuff. Check it out. Why not?
Why not? Very cool. All right. As far as Defenders go, like John said, we got Pathfinder. Just check out our YouTube, Pathfinder there, and everything else we do. And like John said, come back Friday night because he's running more of that. We'll be back for more of this next Wednesday, same time, same place. And this Saturday, check us out 1 p.m. over on Grim and Perilous Plays because I am running, Jeff will be there, but a good crew over there as we are playing some Tales from the Loop or Through the Hedgerows campaign. Things are approaching the end of it, so make sure you check it out while it's still going. And that's over on the Grim and Perilous YouTube. We live stream it over there, so check it out. And I don't know, that's all I fucking got. So, I don't know. That's it. Gotta find the end screen because I never have it ready. And there we go. Goodbye.